full house today at Lincoln Financial Field. Temperatures below freezing for tonight's game as the Ravens come into town to face the Eagles. I'm Al Michaels with my partner John Madden here to bring you today's game.
I'll tell you what, this guy could put up some big numbers through the air if that defense doesn't put some pressure on him. He's the type of quarterback who makes you pay if he gets a lot of time in the pocket. But it's not just him they got to worry about. He's got a few guys who can make plays for him.
The Eagles have some good receivers too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with a football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. The coaches have told us that they wanted to get in some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
This is what football is all about. Look at all those guys down there getting all pumped up. They're really fired up and getting ready for this one.
Both teams ready for tonight's showdown, so let's head to the field for the kickoff. Here's the kickoff team.
Will be kicking off to start the game. Number 45.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 6. Stiff arm. The offense just about ready to go as they take the field for their first possession. Our EA Sports Coach Close-Up features two of the more meticulous coaches in the NFL. Brian Billick is a top-notch offensive coach who has his sights set on improving his team's offensive ranking of last season when the Ravens were 26th in the NFL. Well, he's shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information. Second member of our EA Sports Coach Close-Up is Andy Reid, who's done a great job on both sides of the ball here in Philadelphia. Last year, the Eagles were ranked second in the NFC in both points allowed and points scored, and so it's no surprise that the Eagles have gone to the championship game in consecutive years. Drops back, pressure with the pass, and it's complete. Across midfield. Amazing play by Robinson.
You talk about making it look easy out there. He caught that, and he made it look very easy.
The backs are lined up in an eye. Tosses it right. The Eagles roll on it. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. Donovan McNabb, one of the best and most exciting quarterbacks in the league, and he has a great arm, is excellent at reading the defense.
The other thing he's got is patience, which is one of the underrated qualities in a quarterback. Having a good arm doesn't mean a whole lot if you have to try and muscle the ball into double coverage.
Pass play here on first down. Looking upfield. Slips the tackle. Just about 3 yards on that draw. They need 7. Ball on their own 43. McNabb gets set. Great play in the backfield. Lewis stopped that play before it could get started.
They tried to run the counter, but he saw what was coming before it even happened, throwing him for a loss. You got to give a lot of credit to the guys up front on that one.
Pressure coming with the pass. He couldn't come up with the interception.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. He took his eyes off it, and the ball is alive. The Ravens grabbed the live ball. That one just slipped out of his grasp, John.
That's why the center has to do a good job of keeping the ball dry. When you've got snow on the ground, the ball tends to be more slippery. And if the ball carrier doesn't do a good job protecting the ball, you'll see fumbles like that happen.
Bowler sets up. Man in motion. Gets rid of it. Turns. He has it. He put everything he had behind that throw.
That's one way to make sure your receiver doesn't drop the ball. You throw it so hard that he has to catch it in self-defense. You just put it right on him.
Split backs this time.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Here comes the heat. Set.
Under pressure, and he's brought down in the backfield by Emmons. The protection broke down there.
That's just a case of an overload where the defense had more guys rushing than the offense had blocking.
They'll be faced with a long third down play here. Ball on their own 41. Only one man back. The Ravens using motion.
41-yard line.
Gets rid of it. Picked off. Taylor, great effort to get the pick.
The defense loves it. They know that they can head back to the sidelines and get a little rest.
Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10. Staley, the deep back, using motion.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Crosses it left. Staley couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense is always very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined, and they get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
It's 2nd down and a long way to go. Throwing. Perfect pass. Well, he might have rushed that pass a little bit, but he's happy with the result.
Yeah, I'd say the defense was blitzing, so he knew that he had to get it out of there pretty quickly. And he did that connecting with his man for a pretty good pickup.
Here comes the heat. Set. Drop
Drops back. Closing in. Gets the pass off. The snow and cold make it very difficult to move the ball through the air on days like today.
It can really alter your approach when you drop back to pass. The equipment managers are pretty busy on days like today because they got to make sure that their players have the right type of shoes, the right type of cleats, so that they can keep their footing out there.
Richardson is trying to pin their offense inside the 5. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
At the 9-yard line.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 9-yard line.
Snake eyes. They got nothing.
Cross play to the right. Lewis couldn't even get out of the backfield.
This defense is extremely active and effective up front. They do a good job of getting upfield quickly, creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them.
Here come the heat.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 9-yard line.
Pressure, throwing, interception. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With all that pressure, there wasn't much he could do with it.
Yeah, and all he did was throw it right at the defender. He either has to throw it away or take off, but you can't turn the ball over.
Akers comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. And he takes on the extra point. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 49.
Should be a return here. From the 11-yard line. Ready now for the first play of the drive. The defense will be looking for another pick. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 32. Hand it off. Just about 7 yards on that carry.
On the run, 7-yard gain on the play.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Get at him, Steve. They got nothing.
Man in motion. Pressure coming, throwing, and he stopped at the 48-yard line. Redmond showed his strong arm and lightning release on that throw.
That's just a display of great hands shown by that receiver. The throw was a little off the mark, but he got his fingertips on it and brought it in for the catch.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 48-yard line. It's the toss to the left. Loose ball. The Eagles recover. Cold and snowing conditions definitely played a part in that one.
The footballs get slick in this time of weather. Plus the cold makes the ball harder and tougher to grip. So a lot of the time you see teams having a tough time hanging on to it.
And we'll take a few looks to determine whether the ball came out before the knee was down.
The key thing here is that the ball started to come out before his knee was down. If it did, then it should be counted as a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned. No timeout will be charged to Baltimore.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
It didn't hurt that the official had some great replays to look at, and they made it easy to overrule.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Taylor comes in motion. Going to the left. Lewis couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running play. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
They'll be faced with a long 3rd down play here. Redmond from the shotgun. The Ravens using motion.
7-yard line.
Looking for an option. Gets the pass off. And that's a gain of about 8.
On the reception, gain of 8 on the play.
Touchdown is the difference between these two teams as we end the first quarter with the score: Philadelphia 7, Baltimore 0. The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter. Zastadil lines up in the backfield for the punt. Here's the kick. From the 17-yard line. He had a good return.
Boy, the coverage team is going to need to do better because he could take the next one all the way.
They'll go from the I formation. Mitchell, the motion man. Throwing on 1st down. Under pressure, gets rid of it. Incomplete. A jarring blow on that one.
Yeah, jarred that ball right out of there.
So it's 2nd and 10. McNair sets up. Ritchie. There's a flag on the play.
Offsides on the defense.
He jumped early.
You know, sometimes you think you get the quarterback's rhythm down, then he switches it around on you, and you jump offside.
After the defense has called for a penalty, it's now 2nd and 5.
Round. The out now.
Staley. They'll mark it at the 43-yard line. Just about a 3-yard gain there.
Gain on the play.
The Ravens come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
McNair gets set. Gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. He fires the pass, but it's overthrown.
It looks like he might be pressing a little bit out there. He needs to be a little more patient, find his receiver, and then deliver the ball on a spot that his receiver can go to.
McAllister sets up to run back the punt. Here's the punt. The officials are trying to determine where it went out of bounds.
Get him low. Stick out. Bulldog under.
Handed off to the back. Breaking free. Just about 7 yards on that carry. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. So they need about 3 here. Ball on their own 41. Closing in. Goes over the middle.
Here's the thing. You have to realize that in this league, if you're going to make a catch, somebody's going to be there and try and knock it out of you. This time he does a great job of absorbing the hit and still making the catch.
First and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
They got nothing. Bulldog under.
Pressure. Throws it. This pass is incomplete. Vince got his hands up and tipped the pass away.
He has a knack for making a big play, and that was another one right there.
Redmond sets up. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. 3rd down upcoming after that incomplete pass. Third down and long coming up here. Ball on the 48-yard line. Taylor in motion. With the pass, nearly intercepted. He easily could have taken that one all the way back.
He's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
To line up for what will be his 2nd punt of the game. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch. Into the end zone. Touchback. Man in motion.
There we go. Got the ball.
Passing on 1st down. Pressure coming. Throws it. And it's caught. McNair gunned the pass to his receiver.
This is an example of the quarterback trusting his arm. He just made a decision, and the ball was there in a blink of an eye.
Lewis comes in motion.
That all you got?
Hand it off to the back. Down he goes at the 35-yard line. The running back gets about 3. All right, 7 yards to go. Ball on their own 35. McNabb gets set. Under pressure with the pass. Nice adjustment. Nice ball going to the air, and that'll move the chain. Only one man back.
Get in there. Set. Fire out. Come on, gee up.
They'll pass on first down. He reached the quarterback and picked up his first sack of the game. I'm sure they'll be going to the air as long as they have the ball. 2nd and long. Ball on their own 39. 5th play of this drive. Using motion.
Ain't got nothing.
Drops back. With the throw. Here's an opening. The 30. The 20. The 10. Loses the defender. Great call for a lot of yards.
And when I watched him in practice this week, it seemed like he was breaking a big one every time he caught it. He's got some great moves, and this is the kind of thing that happens with him. Red zone opportunities are always a big factor, and they should get at least a field goal out of this drive, as long as they're careful with the football.
You got him.
Staley, long setback. Gets the toss to the right. Good work by the defensive line there.
They got off the ball, got penetration, shut off those running lanes. He was looking for a hole, but the only thing he saw was a massive wall of defenders. Here's where the defense needs to make a big play. Maybe they bring some heat with a blitz or they change up the coverage. That way they can force the offense into making a mistake and keep them from getting any points before the half.
Gets rid of it. No trouble making that count.
That's what these receivers are always looking for, a soft coverage or a hole in the zone where they can break free and wait for the pass to get there. It'll be a big play if the defense can hold them here. They need to be careful not to be out of position or they'll end up giving them a first down.
Buckholter, the lone back, going to the right. Buckholter couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
So this will be a 23-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good. Akers in to kick this one off.
Number 29.
And a short kickoff. From the 8. Baltimore needs 2 scores to get back into this one. They're trying to get in range for a last-second field goal attempt before halftime. Out of the shotgun.
Start the drive at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
Either way. Come on, partner. Set. Drop back. Drop.
Pass play here on first down. Throwing. Ooh, nearly picked off. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 22.
Second and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Lewis. Big opening. Nice pickup on the ground, maybe about 6.
Gain of 6 on the play.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
It's the end of the second quarter with the score, Philadelphia 10, Baltimore 0.
10, Baltimore nothing.
Here are the halftime stats as we get set for the second half kickoff. Stover will be kicking off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 36, back deep.
Nice lifting. From the 10-yard line. Philadelphia already leading in this one, sends their offensive unit back onto the field. So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 28. Only one man in the backfield. Staley. He shakes the defender. Can't bring him down. Picked up 9 on the play. The Eagles line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Gets the toss to the right. Ritchie couldn't find an opening. It was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. And he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
It's third down and a yard. Looking to run it here. They brought some extra people but couldn't stop him before he got the first.
And run blitzing these guys isn't a bad idea because you know they like to run. You got to be sure to bring guys in the right place. If you think they might run to the outside, additional blitzers in the middle isn't going to help you much.
The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
McNair sets up. Man in motion. Throwing on first down. Throws it into the open field. Fumble. It's picked up. And a fumble. It's screwed up. Teams always struggle to hold on to the ball in conditions like these.
Protecting the ball has to come before anything else, especially on days like this. Sure, you want to get as many yards as you can, but losing the ball because you didn't protect it can turn the game around very quickly.
Following the turnover now, it's first and 10. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Good job filling up the holes on that play.
That's why they pick up all those old defensive linemen. Who do this kind of thing, they don't even look at players in the combine for defensive tackle unless they weigh 300 pounds or more. Because they know if you can't clog up the line of scrimmage, you'll free the linebackers to make those plays.
Bulldog under. Ain't got nothing. Set. The ball.
Hands it off again. Loses one tackle. Across midfield. A very well drawn up play.
And it was well executed. They hit their blocks and the back found the right hole to get down the field and pick up a first down.
first and 10.
Lewis. Great fake. The throw. Heat doing good work finding room in the secondary. He's been open 4 times tonight. His 4th reception right there. Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
We get the call again. And he's brought down in the backfield. Lewis didn't have much to work with on that running play.
That's because the defense did a good job anticipating the snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep him off balance while trying to draw him offside.
Man in motion. Closing in. Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. So he ends up overthrowing his target.
That pass was clearly overthrown.
Westbrook sets up, waiting for the punt. Here's the kick. This one goes out of bounds. To carry it. The defender brings him down at the 24-yard line. Picks up 5.
On the play.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
McNair sends a man in motion.
Come on,
Staley wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got there and shut that play down very quickly. That's just a case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Buckhalter is the deep back. The Eagles using motion. Dropping back. Pressure. Room to run. The 30. McNabb avoids the hit.
Right here is how he can hurt you. They get him in a third down situation. And if they can give him a lane to run through, he's going to take it. And right there, he takes it for a big first down.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
You got him.
Hand off to the tailback. Look at that power. Running back picks up about 7 yards. Split backs this time.
Second and 4. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Hand it off. Right up the middle. Not much there.
The defense just ate that guy up. They were right there for the stop when he tried to break through the line.
3rd and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 50-yard line. The quarterback lines up with 2 options behind him. He's on the run. The 40. Well, he's shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information.
Hit him low. 94.
Staley, the lone back.
Ball on the 37.
Pressure coming with the pass. He's taken down at the 10. Big time play by Mitchell.
And that's the type of thing that can happen when you get this guy the ball. He's going to move the ball, and he's going to move it with speed.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Eagles ahead of the Ravens 10-0. The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play. It's first and goal.
Get in there.
Staley, the lone back, looking upfield. About a 2-yard gain here.
On the carry, gain of 2 on the play. Second and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line.
Ninth play of this drive. Drops back. Gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. The incomplete pass brings up third down.
The intended receiver on the play.
Third down now and goal to go.
That all you got? Hit him low.
Buck over. They only needed a few, but that play didn't get them anything.
It's always tougher to move the ball down there by the goal line. There's a lot less field to protect, so the defense can afford to play more aggressively. You just got to be sure that you maintain your gap assignment, so no misdirection plays or plays to the outside get by you.
David Akers will attempt this field goal from about 24 yards out. And it's up. The kick is good. That field goal was his second of the night. Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 45.
Nice kick and returnable. From the 4-yard line. They're just about ready to get this drive started after being forced to punt on their last possession. He put it off to the back, fakes the handle, throws it, almost got it. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
That's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
Quarterback back in the shotgun. Robinson moves in motion. With the pass, this pass is incomplete. That incomplete pass will bring up third down.
The intended receiver on the play.
The Eagles come out in the quarter defense.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Gets the pass off, on the money. He has made some key catches tonight and currently has 5 in the game. That is back to punt. Here's the punt. He drops it. The Eagles are there to pick up the ball. Teams always struggle to hold on to the ball in conditions like these.
Protecting the ball has to come before anything else, especially on days like this. Sure, you want to get as many yards as you can, but losing the ball because you didn't protect it can turn the game around very quickly.
They line up in the I formation. Tosses it left. Good play in the backfield by Bull. That play wasn't going anywhere except backward.
I tell you, sometimes the back needs to know when to just go down because he's trying to make something happen that's not going to happen, and they end up losing a bunch of yards.
Second down, and they need 15 for the first. Ball on their own 23. Lewis comes in motion. Fumble. The Eagles. The offense recovers its own fumble.
They just dodged a bullet on that one. Now they have to do a better job of hanging on the ball. because they might not be so lucky the next time.
Decent gain, about 4.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the kick. And he waves for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
The offense lines up with split backs behind the quarterback.
9-yard line. First and 10.
They'll pass on first down. Under pressure with the pass right to him. That reception brings his total to 6.
When you can catch a ball like this, you'd think the defense would start double covering this guy. The thing is, I think you'd still find a way to get open.
7 yards to go. Redmond gets set. Throws it. And he's ridden out at the 45. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. And so running out of both time and downs, they'll have to pick up the first down here to keep their very slim hopes alive.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Closing in with the pass. Great pass. And he's brought down at the 36-yard line. He's trying to hurry them back to the line. Throws it. Incomplete pass. Penalty marker down.
Holding on the offense.
Brown is called for holding.
Holding happens on almost every play. It just depends on whether the official sees it and decides to call it. First down may be where they try something towards the end zone, since they'll have 3 more downs to work with after that.
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
46-yard.
To the air on first down. Gets the pass off. This pass is incomplete. The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch. They're going to make the quarterback keep throwing because it's the only way that they have a shot at coming back.
Pressure. Throwing. Can't bring it in. Comes up with it. Redmond lofted the ball to his receiver.
That was a great decision by the quarterback. He laid it up there, and he gave his receiver a chance to run under it for the reception.
Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. Knocked down.
Look at the big old defensive lineman. He does a heck of a job of getting in the passing lane and knocking down the pass. You know, as a defense, you live for these big 4th and short situations. It's all about making that one play to end the other team's comeback hope.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Throws it. A little behind, and he has it. First and 10. Pass play here on first down with the pass. Good play on that pass.
If he can make catches like that regularly, he can expect to see more passes thrown in his direction.
Baltimore will call a timeout here. They have 2 timeouts left. 9 yards to go. The Eagles come out in a nickel package.
On the 10-yard line.
Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Third down upcoming after that incomplete pass.
On the coverage.
Philadelphia comes out in their nickel
Ball
package.
on the 10-yard line.
The defense really bears down on third down.
Drops back. Under pressure. Looking for an option to the end zone. The incomplete pass brings up fourth down.
87, the intended receiver on the play.
Here come the heat. Sideline, D. Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
Closing in. Gunning this one to the end zone. Picked off in the end zone. Great pressure up front. Forced him to throw that one before he wanted to get rid of it.
What happened was the secondary was back there looking right at him. When he started to feel the rush coming, he just flung it up there. And the defender was sitting right there in the zone to pick it off. I think their best bet here is to run it with a simple handoff. You just never know what could happen on a toss play.
They got nothing.
Staley in the backfield. McNabb sends a man in motion. Hand it off. Baltimore will call a timeout here. They have one remaining. 1 yard gain by the running back. We're nearing the end here, and they figure to go with a running play to keep this clock winding down. He'll get it again. It's loose. The fumble is scooped up, and he's brought down in the backfield by Suggs. That one just slipped out of his grasp, John.
That's why the center has to do a good job of keeping the ball dry. When you've got snow on the ground, the ball tends to be more slippery. And if the ball carrier doesn't do a good job protecting the ball, you'll see fumbles like that happen.
Richardson is looking for a good punt here. Here's the punt. From the 46. And time runs out. The game is over. The final score is Philadelphia 13, Baltimore 0. A reminder to join us next week for another high-powered matchup. Stay tuned now for your late local news, or on the West Coast, your normal programming. This has been a presentation of EA Sports. I'm Al Michaels, and for our entire crew, good night. Bobby Taylor was clearly the standout tonight and wins our horse trailer player of the game.
Let's put a smile